Hello everyone, and I welcome all of you to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. So friends, today we have Rishabh with us, and he recently got selected in TCS Digital, and now he is working in TCS for a package of 7 LPA. So congratulations Rishabh for getting selected in TCS Digital.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for inviting me to your channel, first of all. And yeah, thanks a lot for that compliments.
Okay,
Yeah.
so today Rishabh is here, and I will, we will discuss like how did he prepare for the TCS digital interview? How did he crack? What all questions were asked to him in the interview, and the tips and tricks. So, because many of you have already got the TCS digital interview mail and even TCS Ninja, so you have to keep your strategy focused. Then only you will be able to clear. So, Rishabh, please tell a bit about yourself. Like, from where do you belong, and whatever you wanted to share about yourself, and then we will
Yeah,
move towards. Yeah.
yeah, sure. So, hi everyone, I'm Rishabh Chatterjee. So, I'm based out of Kolkata. I did my BTech from there as well, from
Mhm,
Government College of Engineering and Leather Technology.
mhm,
And coding was always my passion. Always like coding and development. And from my early college days, I started that. Coming to the part of my professional journey, TCS was the company that first I got a job offer from, and currently I'm working with them. It's been 3 months, and I must say that TCS is an excellent company to work with. Yeah, there are people who say that there are not good work in service-based companies and all, but I am an example, and I can assure you that companies like TCS are investing a lot behind innovations. Besides delivering the products to the clients, they are investing a lot in working with the niche and cutting edge technologies. So yeah, it's been a great pleasure for me to work for them. Yeah.
that's great, man. So I mean, now see, many people will tell, don't join this, don't join that, but you are working there and you are feeling it like
Mhm.
TCS is investing a lot in innovations. And yeah, definitely
Exactly.
TCS digital is a very good role and a very handsome package
Mhm.
as well. Okay,
Mhm.
so can you tell me what all questions were asked to you in the interviews?
Mhm.
Okay, and then later we will
Yeah.
discuss how to prepare.
Sure. So, talking about the preview, so I am an off-campus select candidate for the
Hmm.
digital cadre,
Hmm.
and it was a specific recruitment drive for the 2022 batch using it was the national qualifier test that
It's
I
okay. So
had
we can
given.
talk about the interview questions. So like for your, you mentioned like
Okay.
technical round, how many minutes? I mean, you had the interview, MR,
Yeah.
HR. So yeah,
Mhm.
so we will explore this.
So sure. So for in my interview, there were 3 rounds and there were 4 panelists there. One was the technical person, other was the HR and the MR person. So and the fourth one was the overall supervisor, I guess.
Mhm.
He was supervising the whole interview process. And in the first round, the tier round, my round was like that. The tier person greeted me, and then he asked me about my CGPA percentage, and at that moment, I really had a good CGPA. I had
Mhm.
been an university topper, so he
Mhm.
was pleased to know that. And after that, all the questions came from my subjects itself were coming. And I'll be very honest that I am a person who finishes the semester the last night. So I told him that I am more familiar towards the development side
Mhm.
and the coding part than the subjects. So he asked me that what all current technologies do you know? Then I told him that I was good at UI development. I was a Moon Stack developer, and I used to work in React and Node. So then the tier person asked me questions from React. So
Mhm.
questions like basics of React, what all things goes behind React, how the mechanism goes on, what is JSX, so stuffs like that. And after that, he was pleased with my answers. I was able to answer all of them correctly because I was working in React from a long time. I
Mhm.
had experience with it.
Mhm.
And after that, he asked me if I have any questions,
Mhm.
and I did ask him. So the tip here will be like be honest and be confident. Even if the ball is not in your court, you should try to give your best and be don't lose confidence, right?
True.
Like I accepted the fact that if he asks questions from my like my course, I would not be able to answer that directly.
Mhm.
So he asked me from the technology I knew. So you
Mhm.
have to be honest and be confident. That's the key. After
Okay.
that, he asked if I had any questions for him. So I asked like, what are the technologies that TCS is currently working in, and I can prepare, to make myself industry ready.
Mhm.
So the tier person said that TCS is working on each technology, each and every field. You name a technology, and and we are working with it. And really, after joining TCS, that was not a mere word. That's the real thing. TCS is working on everything. So he answered me that question, and after that, the manager took the MR round. So I guess that was the turning point of my interview
Okay, so
because the
I have
manager,
one question here before we move to M
yeah.
around. So
Mhm.
your T so in one panel, so four members were
Mhm.
there or like only one? So you had tier interview. So during the tier
Mhm.
interview, how many members were sitting?
All of them were sitting. There were four members.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it was in a
in
single
so
call.
you had only one, okay, single round were there for the digital interview,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, a single round. Yeah.
Okay. So the technical
Mhm.
interview, it went for how many minutes?
It went for about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, I guess.
Okay. And they asked question from your resume or whatever you spoke like, okay, so I have done this project
Mhm.
using React and all, and then they started asking, or that
Mhm.
questions he asked from your resume.
Yeah, what I believe is that he might hardly have gone through my resume because everything I started in my introduction and the interview flow was like that. So I don't think he has, even if he has gone through the resume, he hadn't asked anything from
Okay.
that perspective. Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that is what I wanted
Mm.
to tell all the students watching the video. Guys, your self introduction will be your resume or your question paper for the interview. So prepare your resume well, but
Mhm.
you might not get questions from there. Okay, so whatever you are
Mm.
going to tell in your introduction, from there only the questions will be there. But see, as I said, see, there might be a scenario where the interviewer is much into resume. Okay, so you prepare resume well as well, but focus on your introduction part. He might not see your resume if your introduction is better, right, Rishabh?
Yeah. And just to add to that, while you are preparing for your resume, please be honest at that point and don't add anything that you are not confident about.
True, true.
Because in my case, he didn't ask anything about resume, but if he asks and you can't,
You are on mute. You are on mute. Yeah, correct.
so what I was saying that like be honest while preparing your resume because if you put stuffs like which you are not confident about and the person asks question from that, so it will be a big downside and a big negative impact
True, true, true.
because it's a single call, right?
Correct.
From which he is judging you.
And even it depends upon interviewer to interviewer, but most of the case, if you have a good hold on your introduction part, then things will be all right. Okay, now, so
Mhm.
what all questions were asked from the MR, and what were the question asked for TR round, sorry, HR round, and what was the total duration of your interview? Like 20 minutes
Mhm.
for TR. So what was the total duration
Mhm.
of your interview call?
Mhm. Okay, so the next round was MR round, and it was around 30 to 35 minutes. The MR was shooting questions after questions, and it was like a general discussion. I was having fun there. It is not that I was being tense because the MR person was the coolest guy in the interview panel. That's what I believe because he kept asking me questions from general fields like why I want to join TCS, what was the last book, interesting book that I read, and what I learned from it, like who is my biggest inspiration, like what keeps me motivated, and stuffs like that. So we had a long discussion about 30 minutes, and like there were situational based questions, like if I am given a role, suppose, and like the tech stack that is being used in that project, I am not very much confident about. So what would I do? Would I leave the company, or look for a job switch, or what should I do? So situational question like this will also come. It is not that what he asked me, he will also ask you. Situation person can be anything, and these things actually decide how fit you are for your corporate, the corporate world.
Mhm.
And you use your common sense and like presence of mind in this situation, and handle it professionally, right?
Mhm.
That's what the
Correct.
MR person wants to ask. So it was around 30 minutes. We had a long discussion, and I answered each and every question, and he was very satisfied. How am I telling that he was satisfied? Because in a question I was getting stuck, he helped me to get through that question. Because when your interview is going good, it is not that the interviewer always wants you to reject from this job, right? They are here, they are investing their time to hire you, to hire good candidates like you. So if your interview goes well and something in between goes wrong, they will help you, because they also want you to get hired, right? And the last question that the MR person asked was like why should they select me for this job?
Mhm.
Like, so it was a twisted version of why should I hire you, but I answered it a bit politely, because I answered it confidently, sir. I don't think there is anything that keeps me as an unfit candidate for this role. But if even if there are some flaws within me, which I totally agree there can be, because as a human we all have flaws, right? So I will try my best to fix them, because I am very much optimistic, and I always try to move out of my comfort zone. And I have already did all of this in my in my college life and my life journey till now. So he was very much pleased, and after that he passed the round to HR. The HR was already pleased with my interview. All the questions that was asked in the managerial round was have good enough to to give the HR enough confidence that we can hire this candidate. And
Mhm.
after that, he just greeted me and said that I have no question from my side. Have a wonderful day, and we will let you know very soon. And after 15 days, finally, I got my job offer that I have been selected in the digital cadre for TCS, and I will be working on a challenging role, which I am doing right now. And I am very much grateful to work with TCS.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So that's really a wonderful explanation. So I really liked it. Okay, now the last question to you is, how did you prepare for your interview? So did you get any help from online study for you, or what was the basically role of online study for you in your this complete journey of TCS Digital?
Sure, sure, sure.
And how
The
did you
first thing I
prepare?
would like to say,
Mhm.
yeah. The first thing I would like to say is, and a tip to all the candidates is prepare your DSA very well, because data structures and algorithms is something that you need to know, in any interview, you name it, be it service based, be it product based, you need it. Right. In our hiring also, there was a round called Ninja Topper Test, I guess, in which good amount of coding questions were asked. And also in the digital interview of my fellow batchmate, I have connected with them. Most many of them were asked to open screen share and code some DSA topics. Okay, so it's very much important that you prepare your data structures and algorithms well. While working in the professional world, yeah, they will not ask you, to build a segment tree and stuffs
Mhm.
like so. But yeah, DSA will definitely help you build your logic, and it will help you in your later life in the corporate world. So I took the course from online study for you before I guess 1 week. And I would like to congratulate one online study for you, and also yeah, a huge amount of thanks to them, because they are bringing courses for the price of a pizza, right? In this as I can recall that there are many institutes and online learning channels which are bringing course, but they are too much expensive for the students, to get their access. but online study for you is like bringing courses in the value of a pizza. So
Thank
a
you, Rishabh.
huge thanks to them. Yeah. And coming to that part, I took that course from them, and I prepared from them. There were live sessions, and yeah, the comprehensive study material from them is was what I bought it. And there were live courses, there were contents, and especially thanks to Pratik sir for his aptitude classes, and boosting our confidence through his general videos. So this was the material I bought. And also apart from that, all the videos that are available free in their YouTube channel also helped me a lot, to clarify the doubts, to boost up my confidence, and get myself prepared for the interview as well. So huge thanks to the whole online study for you team, especially Pratik sir, for his constant guidance and support that he is providing. And yeah, this is something that in the current situation, in the COVID situation, each and every student needs. And online study for you is one of the very very few channels that are bringing such courses for a really less amount of money. Yeah, so they
Thanks,
should
Rishabh.
get a big round of applause. Yeah.
Thanks, Rishabh. Thanks a lot for the appreciation, and I hope like uh, we are trying to help as many as candidate possible, and with a very less amount of even the interview courses, which I think you had bought at that time. Now also the price is same, so it is 299 rupees,
Mhm.
with taxes is 307. So basically like
Mhm.
our intention will be only to get the expenses what we have on our websites and all, and things like that. So and we don't
Mhm.
want to earn, and that too from the student. See, if after getting job, if somebody is contributing something, we will definitely take it, but before getting the jobs, we definitely don't want to take any I mean, at least a reasonable amount which they can pay. So 300 rupees for the interview material is way less, I feel, where like more
Mhm.
than 100 pages, and all your MR questions and HR questions you might have. See, situation based questions will be one
Mhm.
thing, but yes, definitely like
Mhm.
most of the questions why you want to join, so all those questions you would have got it from.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, sir, thank
Sure.
you. Thanks for coming to our platform and having this wonderful session. It will definitely help the people watching this video.
Yeah, yeah. It was a pleasure connecting to you, and yeah, all the best to all the folks. All the best wishes from my side. Shine and be one of the most successful people the corporate needs, right?
And you will
And
be
yeah,
also
you guys
meeting.
can do it.
You'll be also meeting a few of them in your uh,
Yeah,
TCS
yeah. I'm
office,
looking
Pune.
forward to it.
Yeah.
I,
Okay.
I am looking forward to it. Yeah.
Thanks, Rishabh. Bye. Take care.
Most welcome. Yeah.